like, I guess you think you've arrived when you hear your song on the radio. I mean, it's the first time.
You have to pull over to the side of the road?
No. We just sort of sat there and listened. I think when you hear it for the first time, nobody speaks. When the Babies first came to America, we came down Sunset Boulevard, and there was a gigantic billboard over, just by Tower Records, not over Tower Records, but seeing a billboard with your name on it, that's something else. That's the same thing for me. It was the same memories that I have of LA and being in the Babies, being a kid and being that successful. It was, it has a lot of impact. You know, you remember that, like a picture book, you know.
There's a big risk when you are in a big band like the Babies, and then you make a change to another band with a totally different name. And so what precipitated that? What caused you
Well, no, the Babies just broke up after 7 years. We'd really run our course. That was the end of it, really. I went back to England, got married. I kind of quit. And it was enough for me. I thought, well, I've made 5 records and I've had a good time, and you know, I'm not even 30. It's kind of like, it's a great time to say goodbye. And I don't know whether they felt the same way, but I'd definitely given it everything I could. I went back to England, bought a small cottage in the country, got married, settled down. And then I started to miss New York, which was kind of weird because I'm living in the countryside. You know, it's like, you know, all creatures great and small. You know, it really was. It was the Lake District and small, beautiful little village in Sedbergh, near Kendal. And 2 lawyers got me out of a record deal. And I went to LA to meet EMI, and they signed me to this really good deal. And I didn't go home for about 3 months. It was like one of those things. I started to write the record, and it happened. It happened so quick. I'd had such a lot of time off that by the time I hit the ground again, I was not just running, I was racing. You know, I was really understood what I wanted to do, and I was no longer with this other record company, and the new record company actually liked what I was doing, you know. So, and man, it happened so quickly, you know. And instead of just doing like some work, meeting a few guitar players, signing the deal and going home, I had to stay in America and finish it, which leads us into Missing You, because at the 11th hour, we were mixing the record. They had this great band, Donny Nosov on bass, Gary Myrick on guitar, and Curly Smith on drums. It was a tragically great band. And we'd blazed through this record, written a lot of stuff together, but I knew we hadn't got a big single. I just knew it, and there was something missing. It's like making a jigsaw puzzle, and there's a piece missing, and everybody's looking at the jigsaw going, yeah, it's great, isn't it? You're going, yeah, but there's a piece missing, and nobody got it. And I was going away while David Thorner was mixing. And I was trying to write something else, and I didn't even know what. And a friend of mine had this backing tape. We were working on this song in his studio, and I'm in the bedroom singing on this mic, and he's got a studio in his living room. And we were trying to find this tape we'd been working on for this song. We couldn't find it. It kept stopping the tape machine. And he hit the button at the wrong time, and this backing track came up. And I said, what's that? He said, oh, it's just, I'm just, you know, it's nothing. I just did it last night. And it was like, boom, dun, 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 dun. And I thought, no, that's right up my street, that. What do you got? So he put that up on the headphones and the mic. And I went back in the bedroom microphone situation and sang the first verse chorus of Missing You without missing a beat. And that's what I was saying about, like, knowing there's a piece missing. Your subconscious is working overtime. I haven't been back to New York. I haven't been home to see my wife. You know, I'm really kind of feeling it. And Missing You came out, you know, and on that microphone, in that moment, after the first chorus, I choked. You know, it was like everything I've been walking towards in my life happened in that moment. And I knew that it was number one, and I knew my life would never be the same again. And that's, you know, true story.
Can you do Missing You? Would you do this? Great.
We can.
This is the song that knocked What's Love Got to Do with It?
Yeah.
Tina Turner, right off the chart.
Turner.
Knocked her right off the throne.
My heroine. I just, you know, it was, and I got to meet her the week before.
Oh, boy.
At a party, and I leant over and I said, you know, I'm number one next to you.
That's right.
You know, what a way to say hello to Tina, you know. But she was very gracious, you know.
Wow. Fantastic. Missing You, John Waite.
Every time I think of you, I always catch my breath, and I'm still standing here, and you're miles away, and I'm wondering why you left. And there's a storm that's raging through my frozen heart tonight. I hear your name in certain circles, and it always makes me smile. I spend my time thinking about you, and it's almost driving me wild. And it's my heart that's breaking down this long distance line tonight. I ain't missing you at all since you've been gone away. I ain't missing you at all, no matter what my friends might say. There's a message in the wire, and I'm sending you the signal tonight. You don't know how desperate I've become, and it looks like I'm losing this fight. In your world, I have no meaning, though I'm trying hard to understand. And it's my heart that's breaking down this long distance line tonight. I ain't missing you at all since you've been gone away. I ain't missing you at all, no matter what my heart might say. There's a message that I'm sending out, like a telegraph to your soul. And if I can't bridge this distance, stop this heartbreak on below, I ain't missing you at all since you've been gone away. I ain't missing you at all, no matter what my heart might say. I ain't missing you at all. I can lie to myself these days. I ain't missing you. I ain't missing you. I ain't missing you at all. I can lie to myself these days. I ain't missing you.
Woo! They're cheering around the world. John Waite, Missing You. What a huge, huge mega hit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, was that the highlight for you in the career?
Well, yeah, I was living in New York before that, and I was kind of living on 72nd Street in a crash pad, you know, sleeping on the floor on a mattress and stuff. Times were pretty tough. And I got to know all the neighbors and the old ladies on the street and the newspaper sellers. I was a New Yorker, you know. And then when I came back to New York, I'd go up there and see these people, and they were kind of real proud of me. And it was kind of like, I really felt validated with that. It wasn't so much the #1 thing or the success. It was like being in New York, and 6 months before, I was living off like $200 a week in New York. You know, it's kind of tough. And then I was sort of like, you know, top of my game, really. But the thing that really touched me was that the transition from being, and they were kind of like really proud of me and pleased. And I really took that to heart. I thought that was really kind of wonderful, you know. And the rest of it was great too.
Right.
When you're #1, you always get a good table in a restaurant.